Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a bit of a white truck update for y'all. So, I know the truck has been sitting here for a few months. We haven't done anything with it. It's just been sitting here. I ain't even drove it. You see our nice freshly polished wheels are, well, they're no longer freshly polished. This stuff we still need to tidy up. I got to figure out where I want to put this, and we're going to hardwire this. So we'll get that figured out at some point. But as you can see, our carpet is wet again. So we still have something leaking, which we need to figure out. But also, the reason we haven't been driving this thing, other than the leak and dead batteries, which I'm kind of used to at this point. It's also snowing, by the way, and it is very windy, so I apologize if y'all are getting a bunch of wind noise, but I'm trying to shield the camera with my hand here. But anyway, you can see there we have a bit of an issue with this thing. So that quick connect fitting right there on the heater hose actually broke off last time we drove this truck. So I need to order one. So we need to get one of those ordered, and then we can put this thing back together again, hopefully, and hopefully we'll make it more than one or two drives before we need something else again. But yes, so we need to do that. I would like to rebuild the suspension or the front end on this before we get too crazy with driving it, because this stuff is old. Not a lot of miles on it, but it is old. Well, I say old, probably like 2017 is when I replaced all this stuff. So we have that we need to do. Again, we still have this to figure out, which has been a very large pain in my rear end. And over here we have the actual fitting that needs replaced. Again, sorry for the wind noise. I'm trying to shield you from the wind as much as I can. So here we go. So this is the piece that actually just broke off of the hose. So yes, unfortunately, that is that. And these, I believe, are made onto the hose, so you can't just replace the fitting. But I'm gonna sit down and order one today, because as I mentioned in the 6.0 video, we're gonna have a bit of a truck meet thing, kind of show some support to a close buddy who was in a wreck as at the time of filming this last week. So what the plan is, I'm gonna try to find somebody to drive that, that I can trust to drive that with the KG1s, and I'm gonna try to drive the white truck both down there. And if I can find another friend to drive the 300, that'd be cool to have all three there. But if not, I'll drive one or the other of these. So regardless, I do want to fix the white truck up and get it going again. So anyway, ooh, that's nice and close. But yes, and then we do need to clean this thing up, because it is absolutely filthy. These wheels are real bad. So yes, this stuff, I'm not worried about making it look like super pretty, because, well, at some point I think I want to tear this all apart and powder coat all this, or I have another idea in mind for a really cool build. But other than that stuff, again, I want to rebuild the suspension, not because it's super loose, because the truck wanders a little bit and whatnot, we can't really see any one problem. So I don't know. So I think we'll just rebuild the whole front end, and we will be good for the time being, at least till we can figure something else out, as far as maybe doing this swap that I would like to do, or something along those lines. Let's hop in the 6.0 over here, and we'll do a little more. But another thing I would like to do, y'all know we have this style of step on that truck, but we have to build brackets for those. Let's get this in out of the wind. But when it is cold. But regardless, we have these newer model Super Duty style steps on that truck, but we're building brackets for that truck. But the issue is, okay, sorry, I had a phone call there. What's some other stuff that's going on? But anyway, y'all know we have, like I said, we have this style step on that truck, and these are off of a 2016 Platinum truck. I believe 11 to 16 has the same steps. I know it's all the same body style, but I believe they have these same steps on like the upper trim trucks, or maybe it was an option to get this style. I don't know. But I know specifically these came off the 2016 Platinum because I bought them with the wheels. The Platinum wheels that are on this truck. But we have these same style steps on the white truck. We're having to build custom brackets. This is like V1 of those brackets, but I don't like them. They're a little too close to the rocker, and wearing these boots here that maybe you can see. Yeah, you can see that. I can't even get my foot up under them, which is very inconvenient. So you got to kind of step sideways. It's just inconvenient. So we need to build. What we're going to do is we're just going to chop those, add a little bit to them. And another interesting thing about this truck is the bottom of the cab actually kind of rises. Or maybe it drops. I don't remember. But the steps, even though the brackets are the same, the steps look like they're kind of running downhill a little bit. So we need to add a little bit to the fronts, or a little bit to the back and more in the front. So we'll get those kind of taken care of. We do need to repaint a bunch of stuff on this truck, but I believe at some point we're just going to repaint the whole entire truck and fix all of the issues with the paint, because that was kind of rushed. There were things that were overlooked. That was the first full vehicle that I painted or had a hand in painting, so it's not perfect is what I'm saying. And it was a pretty complicated one with the pearl for a first full paint job. So we'll get that truck repainted at some point, but for right now we just want to make it functional. The headliner is in the shop. I got to do some stuff with the wiring for the third brake light, because in those trucks you have to drop the headliner to unplug the third brake light, which is stupid, but I'm going to reroute that so we don't have to do that anymore. We'll get the headliner rewrapped, throw it back in it. But as far as functional goes, step brackets, that way it's easier getting in and out of the truck. Rebuild the front end. We need to figure out our water leak. Whatever that stupid water leak is, we need to fix it. And figure out what's wrong with the BCM. And fix that quick connect. So, the BCM thing is not like a huge deal, because I don't drive the truck all the time. But it's very inconvenient when you come out to it and the thing is dead, because the taillights stayed on, or the air conditioner stayed on, or the radio stayed on, something stayed on, and now it's dead. So I'm all the time, if y'all even noticed right now, the battery is unplugged or unhooked. So that's not an issue. But anyway, to get it just running right now, we need to get that heater hose ordered, and I need to get some coolant. Also need to do an oil change but this truck leaks oil like crazy from the rear main seal, which we also need to fix. That is on the list to fix. But it's just, I don't know. There's so much to do with that truck, and I don't exactly have a ton of time these days. So I would eventually, I have this build in mind. I've mentioned it a few times. It's a 6-figure build. Anyway, it's a 6-figure build, easily. But I would like to do that with that truck, and it's probably a 2-year build, if I had to imagine. Would be a lot of custom stuff, would be lots of wiring and God knows what else. But I would like to do that at some point. So I'm not really worried about the oil leaks and the, you know, all that stuff, because, well, let's just say that drivetrain ain't gonna matter if we do that swap. But we also really don't have the space to do it here. So anyway, that's enough rambling. But yes, that is your update on the white truck. It's not a big deal. I was looking at O'Reilly's, their website. They have 3 different hoses. One's $109. The other one's $90, $91, $92, something like that. And the other one's like $40. So I'll look, see exactly which one we need. We'll get that one measured out and everything to make sure we're good to go. And we will get the white truck fixed here coming up. So this week, unfortunately, coming up, not this week, but next week, is supposed to be extremely cold. So we're running around like crazy trying to get stuff done and whatnot. But anyway, that is your white truck update. We're gonna get the white truck running. Well, it runs, but we're gonna get it to where it's drivable and whatnot, because currently it has no coolant in it. So yes, that's kind of where the white truck stands. But we will get it. I want to get it like drivable before we pull the motor out of this. And again, we're talking about doing that kind of truck meet deal. So if I can find somebody that I trust to drive this, because this is my favorite vehicle. The 6.0 is my favorite vehicle. I don't think this is a secret. So me trusting somebody to drive this is, well, it's a bit difficult. I've only let one friend ever drive this truck, and well, yeah, so that's kind of that. But anyway, guys, we'll see what we can figure out as far as that with getting, because like I said, if I could get all 3 there, that would be cool. But I don't know logistically if it's possible, so we'll see what we can figure out. But we're gonna get this thing fixed up here and back running anyway. So on here you can see kind of what I was talking about with these. So these, more gap there than we have here. So we need to add more here than we do there. But either way, you have to step sideways, which is, well, very inconvenient. So anyway, that's like I said, that's your white truck update. I'm gonna get in here while I have probably another 10-20 minutes to free time. I'm gonna get in here. Let's see if we can get that figured out, what we need to order. And if I have to order it, we'll order it. If somebody has it in stock, we'll go get it. Hopefully one day this week. So anyway, guys, there's your white truck update. I've had a bunch of people asking, so I figured this would be a good time to make one. We'll have a little bit of free time and whatnot. So anyway, guys, like I said, I think that's going to be a wrap for this one. If y'all enjoyed today's video or maybe found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Also, if you have any product ideas or video ideas y'all want to see with any of the vehicles, y'all let me know. always read the comments. I may not have time to respond to them, but I do read all of them. And if y'all have questions, I try to get back to you. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch y'all on the next one.